Hey cassette community, it's Greeno. Wanted to do another cassette video. So what I've done is grabbed a couple cases and just kind of going to pull out of here what looks interesting and kind of show. I found this thing at a Goodwill for like $1 the other day. A couple of months I guess. But I'd never seen one of these. It has like a clear top. Yeah, it's kind of tinted and it opens up. Cassette's in here. So it's kind of cool. I grabbed it. I never saw one of those as a kid growing up. So, but anyways, saw I think LJ put a video up for cassettes not long ago, and Pudsey, so thought I'd jump in and do another one. So kind of get started. This case has a lot of kind of local stuff, I guess you could say. So kind of get started. It's local, you know, for my area. Like Wrathchild America, Climbing the Walls. This one at Atlantic. Just clear. And Wrathchild America 3D, their second album. Also on Atlantic. It's like an Atlantic sampler that has everything from Mr. Big, Tough, Vicious Rumors, and the reason I have this in here is it has Wrathchild America doing Spy, and Kicks doing Girl Money, which is also another local band from this area, and a band called Lucy Brown, who I think did one album or so, and I think the singer may have died. They were from DC, and kind of done. But this also has like Badlands, Saigon Kick, Crimson Glory. One of the great radio stations around Baltimore back in the 80s was 98 Rock, WIYY, Baltimore. And this has Wrathchild, if I remember. Yep, Wrathchild Dangerous is on this cassette. And that song was actually from their demo. It didn't make any of the albums. They had a 3 or 4 track demo. And I don't believe any of those songs made it on to any of the releases. And here is a Wrathchild America Climbing the Walls advanced cassette. Get it open from Atlantic. And Wrathchild did the 2 albums, changed their name to Souls at Zero. And here is a single, if anybody remembers these. Only has 2 tracks on it. This is from A Taste of the Perverse, which I think was the second full length. This is after Shannon Larkin had left, the drummer, and by this time I think he was in Ugly Kid Joe. And then of course he went on and he's been the drummer for Godsmack for a long time. And speaking of Larkin, he was in a punk band, him and Jay, the guitar player from Wrathchild, called Kitty Porn. Not the best name, but here's one of their cassettes. This is Conflict of Mind. This was their second release. I would love to find, I have it on just a copy of it. Their first release was A Gift of Hate, which is just a classic. It's great. Funny stuff. Just songs like Stupid Bitch, Needle in My Arm, Insect Pollution, Dick Cheese, just ridiculously funny stuff. First album had like #1 Turd in the Shit Parade and Kill a Prep and that kind of thing. Larkin was also in another band called MF Pitbull, and this is a demo from '94 for that. And I'm trying to remember, I haven't heard this forever, it wasn't the greatest. If I remember right, they were kind of like Snot, that era, that kind of sound. And first Kicks album on Atlantic. And we also had another band around here. I think they were signed to Chrysalis, not Atlantic, strangely enough, called Child's Play, which is a really good band. But this was their first release before they were signed, called Rough House. Just kind of bluesy metal, hair metal kind of stuff. Really good band. This is from '86 on Rampant Records. And a couple other things, really, unless you're from around here, you're probably not that interested in. And kind of show you this for Mr. Mean Daddy, Danny Blitz, and the new FBI. Not sure if you've ever heard of these guys. Might be right up your alley. Just kind of really good. Just kind of a heavy Stray Cats kind of thing, I guess you could say. He actually also went by Danny Blitz and the Jet Age Hoods. And like I say, he was from around the DC area, and he ended up going to LA. And I think that's when they may have changed to the Jet Age Hoods. I can't remember. But cool stuff. So that's kind of most of the local stuff. Like here's another band, Blackmail. They were from the Frederick, Maryland area in the 80s. This is a demo they did. Cool band. So, alright, what else is in here is Fear of God, which had a singer from Détente, another local person. And some metal of Gypsy Rose. It's kind of cool. It's on RCA. It's kind of hair metal, I guess. Another band called Big House, which was picture hair metal. This wasn't bad. I actually grabbed this not long ago for $1 somewhere, 50 cents or $1 at like an indoor antique place. Another good one, Edwin Dare, The Unthinkable Deed. More it's kind of heavier hair metal, I guess. Remember that being real good. It's kind of cool. Jailhouse, Alive in a Mad World. And this is actually a couple guys from Rough Cut. After Rough Cut called it quits, I guess the singer ended up doing that album with Quiet Riot. It's called Alive in a Mad World. This was on Restless. And that was pretty good. First Tough album, What Comes Around Goes Around, on Atlantic. Hair metal. I think Jim Gillette was in this band at one point before Nitro. Wolves, Down and Dirty. More hair metal. This was on Grudge. More hair metal on Atlantic, Wild Horses, Bareback. And that's about it for the metal. Oh, here's an original Gore, Hello, their first album. I guess like an original. And classic Mentors, You Asked For It. Ridiculous stuff. That's kind of it for that case. I grabbed one other case, and any of the cassette guys remember these? Now you can usually find these at Goodwill or yard sales for like 50 cents or $1. But I used to have a bunch of them. I used to keep all my cassettes in them, but actually I just got all my cassettes. The one, like I said, I don't have many in a box for the most part now, other than these two. And I think I have one more of the drawer ones. So just kind of see what's in here. Thunder, Backstreet Symphony. Good band that never quite did anything in the States. Here's a great album. I'm trying to find this on vinyl now. Straw Dogs, We Are Not Amused. This is on Restless. And this band was actually the FU's, punk band out of Boston. And they kept getting heavier, I guess, every album, and then they kind of crossed over to a little bit more of a metal sound. And this was their first full length, and they also have an EP, and they changed their name to Straw Dogs. But this is a really, really good album. The Dickies, Took Us Over Disneyland. It's great old punk. DI, Tragedy Again. Circle Jerks, Wild in the Streets. DOA, Murder. Also on Restless. River Dogs. This had Vivian Campbell in it, is that right? Yeah, I believe so. After he left Dio, this was the band he was in. 1990 on CBS. Don't remember that being all that good. Classic Grim Reaper, Rock You to Hell on RCA. Alice Cooper, From the Inside. Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. Slayer, Divine Intervention. Like a red tint to it. Are they all like this? I just noticed that. Anybody have this? Is your copy like that? Exodus, Impact is Imminent. On Capitol. TNT, Realized Fantasies. Craig Goldie, Hidden in Plain Sight. It's, of course, a guitar player from Dio and Jafria before that. Pretty good album, if you remember it. Great album, Prong, Beg to Differ. Caius and the Circus Leaves Town. Sorry. Loudness, On the Prowl. I didn't realize I had this actually. I think I was talking to George, American Music Picker, about this. I think I was telling him I didn't have a copy. Don't listen to the cassettes too often, so I guess I forgot. Here's a rarity. Linda Ronstadt, Mad Love. Loved this album as a kid. I think that's my original cassette that I wore up. Smash Gladys, Social Intercourse. Another great album. Really like these guys. Kind of sleazy rock band, hard rock band, female singer on Elektra. Always like the Jello Biafra spoken word stuff. Here's I Blow Minds for a Living. This is spoken word album number 3. That's actually 2 cassette deal. Fugazi on Discord. It's a cool cassette. Got Waiting Room on it. That was my favorite Fugazi song. Misfits, Earth AD. And my favorite Misfits album, Walk Among Us. So that's, for the most part, that's everything in these cases. Still got more to pull out of the boxes. Maybe I'll make another video at some point. Just want to kind of do another cassette video. Been a couple popping up, kind of fun. I saw where Dwayne Lazarus mentioned something about it, so hopefully he'll start doing some also. So alright, leave comments and thanks for watching.